All right, guys, I think we need to start. Okay. Are we need to start, right? 16. Many people don't probably don't know that we're back. Please, if you know anyone who was here before, you can just tell them so we can start. And while we were struggling with this, my people are just bombarding me. Someone went 10, uh, let me see, 7, what else? 10, that's 10-2 or something like that, right? So which is out of 10. Okay, out of 10, she got 7 wins, and she got 7 wins and 3 lessons. And the good thing is the 3 lessons were just $1, but the other ones were bigger money. Like I saw $16, I saw that 10 to 10. This, people are now, for those of you I don't know, for those of you who did science or medical science, remember the theory of aging, the wear and tear theory, abuse and overuse. People are not happy. That's what happens when you get freedom. Just like when when you get your driver's license and you know how to drive, you want to drive everywhere. You want to volunteer to drive everybody. Can you imagine? No, it's like a dream. Is it not the same trade that people wait for educators and wait for these before they treat? Now they cannot take like and send me results. Like, okay, thank God. Let me just share my. I'll be sharing my screen. Don't worry. Share my screen. So just take it as it is, okay, right now. So you know, don't worry. Can imagine just to show you, so it will be like I'm just lying. So, okay. And some of them will be like, they had to be beeping, boop, 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 boop. Don't show it, don't show it. Can you see that? See that? These are traits that what people are sending. You know, so what people are sending. Let me go to the group. You know, so I like what they are doing right now. What they are doing right now is to prove to all of you that are on this call to know that even you can do it. Can you see trades? Can you see people making money? See green, green. I hope you all can see it, right? In fact, you guys are making me happy, and God will make you happy also by God's grace. You all will be very happy. You make money and happy, and make money and happy. Make money, you sleep, you wake up, you make money. Get bored, you make money. Travel, you make money. Every day you make money. Go to your children PTA meeting, you are still making money while they are talking all their talk and all that. Probably you want to donate to them so they can keep their talk short. You just be trading right there in the meeting. And by the time they are done with their talking, you are already gone 10-0. And when you calculated, it's 229, like some people I will not mention, which I've mentioned before. And when you put it to Naira, like, guys, I want to donate. I know it's because of money that all this talk is getting longer. That is where we are going. All right, guys. That is where we are going. How would you love it when you take a vacation to Atlantis, the Lost City Hotel in Dubai? You know the hotel under the water, right? Whereby your room, you'll be seeing the dolphins, you'll be seeing the shark coming to your window and all that, under the water. And then one of the rooms, at least most of the rooms under the water, $800 per night. And then imagine you go into such hotel, you sleep in the night. While you're sleeping, you wake up in the middle of the night, take some trades, and you make like 1,000 USD, and you pay for your room. You let the market pay for everything. I mean, the market's paying for everything. That's what it is. The market pay for everything. Let the world global market, the financial markets keep paying for every of your needs, man. Then you've become invisible. All right. So I think I'll be doing this. Let me just. So guys, this is the strategy. So, can you see my screen? Oh, sorry. Hey, let me share. Sorry. Can you see my screen now? If you can see my screen, can you put this is why I don't want to share. So if I'm sharing, I get confused messages, and then as in I want to see the message, I want to see this, all that. Okay, all right, good. Which one am I in now? Okay, all right, good. So I can see one yes, so meaning they can see my screen. All right. So let's go on. So I'm going to be sharing the strategy. So as I was saying, I'm pointing to you. So I'll be pointing. I hope you can see what I'm pointing right now. Don't worry, I will describe as I'm pointing. Can you see at least? Maybe I'll use my annotation. Problem with using the mobile phone on Zoom is sorry. Okay, all right. Can you see my screen, right? Okay. Okay, no. You see now, I didn't even know you were sending message because can you imagine? I was focused on the so meaning I won't be seeing your messages now. Sorry, I didn't know that I wasn't sharing. Sorry. Okay, can see it now, right? All right, let's go there. Don't worry, we'll manage by all means. Oh, we'll get there. All right. So now this is a strategy. This is how it looks like. So for those of you who are new, if you want to get to this part, you go to goliberty.im. Okay, then it takes you here straight. Goliberty.im. It takes you straight to Market Trap. This is called Market Trap. Market Trap. That's the scanner. This is the scanner. So what does it do? Now this scanner tells you number one. I hope you're writing what trade you are taking, the pair of trade you are taking. Okay, it does two things. First of all, there are two roles this scanner performs. Okay, the first role is it helps you to confirm the trade ideas from swipe option. Okay, so which means now remember I won't be seeing your chart as I'm here now. I can't be seeing your chat at the same time. So I'm sorry, I don't know. I'll be checking it from time to time, okay? So now on the swipe option, remember the trade ideas you are taking from swipe option, right? All the educators always tell you most times, they tell you that, okay, if the strategy aligns, confirm with the strategy if it aligns. You understand? This is the strategy they talk about. So you use this to confirm the trade ideas from the swipe option as well. So you use it as confirmation. How? So which means, for example, you remember Euro odd that was that you were asked to take for 15 minutes, right? They said when it gets to 30, 520, you should take it, right? Remember. Now, so before it gets to 530, the moment you see it getting to maybe 490, you can come to this strategy and look for that price. Okay, so what do? You come to this place. That's I just want to show you the two ways you can use the strategy. Okay, so you come to you come to the alert panel. Oh my god, no. So you come to the alert panel. So when you get to the alert panel, what do? You search for euro odd. You see it. You have all the currency here, all the pairs here. Euro odd, euro odd. Okay, this is euro odd. You click on euro odd. I'm showing you the way you can use the way we use this swipe the strategy. So you look for euro odd, and remember they said on the 15 minutes time frame, you can take it to 15 minutes. So you now wait for it to get to the price. Now, I hope you're all seeing what I'm doing. At least look at these lines. Check. Okay, focus on the midpoint of this line. I'll be using it to point areas. Okay, I mean the midpoint. You know, we have the horizontal and the vertical. Their meeting point is what you should focus on in the middle. Okay, so you go to this part. I hope I will not destroy everything. So you go to this part, you come to this arrow, sorry, the line here. When you tap this line, it shows you all these um other type of lines that we have there. Okay, so you choose horizontal line. Can you see me choosing horizontal line? Horizontal line. When you choose horizontal line, this is an horizontal line. You now be looking now. You drag that line. Don't paste it yet. Don't tap. You drag it up. You now be looking for 530. When you see 530, guys, I'm not saying you should focus on this one. I'm just telling you uses how you can use the two way you use our strategy. You can use it to confirm trade ideas from your educators, or you can use it directly. Which the directly is the one I want to teach you tonight, which I want you to focus on more because it gives you this independence to take trade ideas yourself. So look at what I'm doing now. If you look at the price is changing, I want to put the line on exactly 530. 530. Why? Oh, it's not easy doing that anyways. Okay. Just let's assume it's 536. Let's just assume it's 536. I don't know. 532. Okay. Using the phone is not easy. Tap. So I tap it now. It drops on that. I come here and make it thicker. So this is what you do. You can use it to confirm. So when you put a line like this, so you'll be expecting when it touch this line, you remember they told you to take a put. So you'll be expecting it to come to this line. When this price come to this line, you will know. As soon as you see it, you go to your broker, you click a put. But before you click a put, you want to be sure that all the things I'll be mentioning after this time will align. Okay. You want to see, so the score, you are looking at the score. This score is what you focus on. If the score is giving you 4 and above for a put, it will write a put, not call. Then you want to take the trade, right? But don't worry, I'll tell you about the things you need to watch out for. I'm just showing you another way of using it, but I don't want you to focus on this one. Okay, the one I want to focus on is one we're talking about tonight. The one that does not involve you drawing lines, drawing resistance, because I know some people don't like lines. Though you will do it later on in in the academy world. At least let's make money first with these ones. That is simple. Okay. Now, introduction. I want to be introducing to you one after the other how to take this. So you have your pen and your paper, right? The first thing is when you get here, the first thing is, you want to take this trade yourself. The first thing you do is to go and check what we call news. News. I hope someone is helping me to type all this. The first thing you want to check news. Now, I know the new ones in the house may not know what we call news. Now, for you to check the news, you go to a website we call forexfactory.com, as you can see on my screen and also on your screen. Forexfactory.com. Can you see it? If you type it on your browser, it will come up like this and to show you something like this. Now, what is this news? This is the part where you come to check which of the currencies are in the news. Now, all this news has to do with economic news, budget news, GDP news, whatever news they are. I don't want you to focus on the details of the news. But what are you doing here? The only thing you are doing here is number one, you want to be sure, you want to check the time. Let's say the time now is Nigerian time now. For those of you who are not from Nigeria, I know, just check your own time and see. So right now it's 10:26. Now I want to check, today is 10th of August. I want to check if there's any news for 10:26. No news. The last news was 7 p.m. The next news will be 11:45 p.m. as you can see here. Okay. Now, so since there's no news, now let's talk about, in case there is news. Let's say this is 7 p.m. Let's say we are around 7 p.m. now. So what do you do? So when you come to 7 p.m., you just come here and see 7 p.m. What do you see there? You see USD. The moment you see any currency that is having a news, that is in the news, you don't care what kind of news, whether it's good news or bad news. So long you see a currency here, at that time you want to trade, avoid that currency you see here. Any currency you see here, at that same time you want to trade, just avoid it. That's what this place is for. So what do you do when you come here? As a newbie, you carry your pen and paper, you come here to check the time and see that the time that you are, the real time, look for the currencies that are in the news here that you see here, you write them down. So when you write them down, what do you do with them? You leave this place. The only thing you come to do here, what do you do here? What do you come to do here? The only thing you come to do here is what? Come and check the time you are now and see if there's any of the currencies that are in the news at that time. If there's not, fine. But if there is, for example, if the time is 7 p.m., meaning there's a news for USD, even if the time is 7:10 p.m., there's still news for USD because it happens just 10 minutes ago. So you don't take any trade like that. Okay? Now, so if you see the pair or any currency in the news, what do? The next thing you want to do is this. You now go back to your you go to what we call currency strength meter. That's the next place you go. Now, for currency strength meter, you can get it at currencystrengthmeter.org. I want you to write on this website. I hope you're writing them. currencystrengthmeter.org. Or another one is, there are two types. Okay, there are two types. There is one, where is it? Where are you? Okay, don't worry, just focus on this one for now. I think I don't have it here. Okay, yeah, this is it. The second one is livechat.co.uk. 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 Now, this is what they call currency strength. And what does it say? What does it say to you? Simple. You look at these bars, look at the strength. These bars represent the strength of each currency you see here. So if you look at Euro, it has how many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, which means it's strong. Okay, but at least moderately strong. Because I think the highest bar there is 6 or 7 bars. I think 6 or 7 bars or 8 bars, 7, I don't know. But we'll see. Now you see this one too is 4 bars. Most of them are now 4 bars. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. That's NOK. God knows what kind of currency is that. We don't even trade it. just like you see Naira on this kind of thing. All right. So all these currencies you see here, the number of bars determine the number of their strength. But me, most times I prefer to use currency dots. That's currencystrengthmeter.org, because you see, it looks more simpler to me. You can refresh every now and then. When you refresh it, also now look at it now. AUD is here. AUD is low. The strength of AUD is low and it's going down. That's why you see that red. That's why I like this one. It tells you a coin. It tells you about a currency that is going up or the one that is on its way down. Look at CAD now. It's full. It's almost full and it's going on its way up. CHF is full, but not decided whether it's going up also, but it's already strong. So that strength alone is enough. Euro is full, is almost full, but it's on its way down. So you don't bank on the euro for a call, because even it can be strong now, meaning it's on its way down. It can change anytime from now. Okay. GBP is low, very low. So which means the strength is low. And so all these ones now, they based on these bars you see, the number of bars you see determine the strength of this currency. Now remember, first thing you do is what? You went to the news. Any currency you see in the news, don't even touch it here. Just avoid them. Let's say, for example, I see USD in the news. I won't even look at USD. I won't even take it as one of my options. Now, why do I come to the currency strength meter? You are here to be able to pair the currency against themselves to know which one to use. It's always good to use a very strong currency against a very weak currency, which means there must be a very big gap, huge gap between their strength for you to have a balanced trade. Like I said, I'm not seeing the chat box, so I may not be seeing your responses. I may not be knowing if you are with me or not. I may not even know the number of participants. Okay, so please, I want you all to cooperate by, like you promised from the beginning. You give me your rapt attention, right? I still have them also in case you want to go without them, no problem. I'll be holding them for you. The day you remember to get them, you come back. All right. So this is where you come to see the current strength. So the first thing is what? The news, which you go to get from where? Forexfactory.com. Then second thing is what? The currency strength meter, which you get at currencystrengthmeter.org. When you see all of this, now you carry your pen and paper. You take your pen and paper. You write, for example, now if I want to trade, I will just say, which one is going higher, which one is lower. Okay, JPY is going higher. Okay. I can say GBP is lower. I can say GBP, JPY. I'll choose it. I'll choose GBP, JPY. Or I can write in my notes, JPY upward trend, GBP weak, downward trend. Or you can say JPY strong, GBP weak. You can write just like that. You can look at CAD strong, AUD weak, CHF strong, EUR strong, USD strong, like that. Just write them. You just write them like that, or you just list the ones that you want to. If you know how to pair, you just pair that like that. Just know that you know this. When you now know this, the next thing you do, which is the third thing now, is you go back to Liberty. You go to the strategy. Now, when you come to the strategy, based on the currencies you have written, you now come here. Actually, the strategy has its own strength, currency strength meter, and all that. Okay, so this is like a double confirmation. So when you come here now, look at what you want to do. Number one, you want to choose the pair you want to trade. So this part now, I want you to pay attention, okay? Be very attentive, okay? Now, when you come to the strategy, then what you want to do are in two parts. The first thing you want to do is you want to know the pair to take, which means the currency pair to take. And to know that there are things you use in judging which one you choose. Because what do you mean by which one you will choose? You want to choose the one that is safe for you, the one that will not hang you in between of the trade, or that will not throw away your money. You want to bank on a stable pair. When I say stable pair, the one, not this one, like you see this AUD now that is jumping up and down like basketball. You don't want to go near that one. It's not decisive yet, whether it's going up or coming down. It's just up like everywhere. So you look for anyone that is stable, like you see, and not just stable, that they have too much gap. They have enough gap within them, okay, between them. Like you see Euro Chef now, there's enough gap, like that. So, the market has closed. That's why you see all this one. It's not really active. So that's why you see all of this, right? It's okay. So now when you now check, let's say you choose, okay, for the sake of just explanation, let's take AUD NZD. Okay. Now when you choose AUD NZD, now the next thing is, so remember, I want to remind you again. First step is what? Forexfactory.com. You check the news. What are you checking for in the news? Any currency you see in the news as at the time you want to trade, don't take them. Don't choose those ones. So which means if AUD is part of what you see, any AUD pair, don't near them. Like this one, I won't near it. Anyone that you see AUD, don't near. Okay, but because it's not AUD that's the problem now, so we just come here. We come here to start to take a trade. So after this news, the next one is what? The currency strength meter. After the currency strength meter is what? You come to market trap. And when you get to market trap, what you want to do, you want to choose a pair you want to use. Now, choosing a pair, what is the first step? Write it down. Come to the alert panel and check the currency strength. Okay? And what are you looking for? You want the currency strength to be, to have gap between them. Okay? Now, let's say you choose, let's just choose Euro card. Let me look for another pair that has a gap between them. Euro odd. No, the market is dead. As in the market is sleeping now, that they've closed. So you don't expect to see much. Let's just take Euro USD. Now, I take Euro USD. Now, I want you to note something. Remember what I said before. I said, when you look at the first currency, which is Euro, and you look at USD, I told you something. I said, when the first currency is having more energy or more strength than the second one, which is, you see, Euro is having 59 or 57 now, while USD is having 46. That means the trend, that means the market is going up, on its way up. But had it been the first currency, which is Euro, is smaller to the second currency of USD, then we'll say the market is on its way down. I hope we get that clearly. Now, so which means we have taken Euro USD. What are we now looking for? We want to be sure whether this Euro USD is reliable, whether we can take it or not. Now, to know that, I'll quickly introduce you to two things. And those two things are part of the components we'll be discussing, but I just want to introduce you to those ones because they are very important in determining whether to take a pair or not. Hope you are noting, it's very important. Whether you take the pair or not, the first thing you need to do is to check these two things. Number one, I want to check the super trend. This green thing, okay? This green thing you are seeing here. Let me see if I can get annotation. Oh, let me see spotlight. Can you see this? This line I'm touching now is called the super trend. So why is it called the super trend? Why is it called the super trend? I'll show you now. I want you to trace it. You're using your eye to trace it, okay? Backward, I'm taking it backward. You notice that there are points it turns red on its own. Like see, here now it has turned red. Okay, where's my annotation? Let me show you that. See here now, it has turned red here. Can you see the line? It's red here, it's red here, it's red here. It's green in between here, and then it's red. Okay, can you all see it? It's passing through the market, right? Now, anytime you see it red, okay, it's telling you that, oh, the market is on its way down. Or when you see it green, it's telling you that the market is on its way up. Okay? Now, so anytime you see it below the market, when you say below the market, let me show you. This is what we call the market. All this candle that you see here, let me enlarge it so you see it. I hope you are not bored, guys. Don't be. This is money making thing. It's not Netflix, right? It's not supposed to be interesting. It's supposed to be educating to make more money, right? I'll try. Oh, who is doing this? All right. Now I want you to see what we call the market. What we say the market. We're talking about these candles you are seeing. These things are called the candles. They are prices. They represent the prices, okay, in the market. Okay. They represent the prices in the market. Oh my God. Who is doing this? All right. Oh my God. Mm. Sorry, guys. I'm having interruptions here and there. Oh. Mm. I don't even know if you guys are hearing me or you are with me. All I know is because I'm not going to the chat box to see your chats if you are seeing anything or you are saying anything. So I think I will do justice to that soon by coming to check on you guys. I just hope you are seeing my screen so all this talk is not just wasted. I'm looking for Euro USD now. Where is it? Oh, this is. can't find Euro USD anymore, so let's use Euro Chef. Let's use Euro Chef. Okay, Euro Chef. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, I was pointing some things towards. I said that there are two things I want to show you first of all before I show you to the rest of them. This is the so the first one is what the super trend. As you can see on this one, it's turning red. It's here red here. So that's why I won't take this one because it's red. I want to take the one that is supporting. Okay, it is red here. Okay, because why? The prices are below. It is red here because the prices are. I think the prices are above this now, like the former one. It will be green. Now, apart from that, look at this black line. The second thing I wanted to see, it is called the EMA. EMA. Forget the meaning or just know what it does. Why is it there? EMA helps you to check the number of movement of every candle, average number of movement of all those candles. Whether so with that average number of the movements, measuring the movement, it helps you to know whether this thing is going up or is on its way down. So how do you know? If these numbers goes below the market, it means the market, the prices are on the way up. But if it goes above the market, it means the price on the way down. You understand? So if you look at this super trend now, it has to be above the market for it to come down. It has to be below the market for the price to go up, right? So remember this Euro chef, I think we have to move our class to daytime. So the market will be stable because the market keeps going because it's closed. So that's why. So now Euro chef, as you can see, oh my God, this is really messing our training off. The change of strength is just, oh, what do I do? Guys, I hope you are still with me, right? We have only 15 of you left. All right. We can hear you and we can see your screen. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't want to give up on this. Let's just do this. Okay. For the sake of those of you who are here. Okay. Now, the strength, as you can see, the strength, I'm looking for something that is stable, but we're not getting that. Let me just see if this one is respecting what we want. Okay. Um, I'm coming. Guys, just give me a minute. I'm looking for something that will make you understand better. I don't want to, because if without this, you won't get it. You need to get a market that is stable for you to really understand. Where is Euro USD? Okay. USD chef, UJPY, GBPCHF. Let me see that if it's going away. Okay, all right, don't worry. So let's just I want you to do an imaginative thing now, okay? So I'll just explain to you. So now if the strength of the first one is higher, as you can see, this one is higher now, 48. The second one is 34, which means it's lower to the first one. So the first one is higher, so it's supposed to be an uptrend, meaning the market is supposed to be going up. Now, to now confirm whether you take this pair or not, whether you take this GBP CHF, because you have seen it now, you said the market is supposed to go up. Now you want to come and look at the real market and see what is going on. The strength is saying the market is on its way up, but is it true? Let's confirm. So to confirm, you need these two things. First of all, you need to confirm whether to take or not. Remember what I'm saying though, to confirm whether to take this pair or not. Whether to take this pair or not. Remember, you need these two things, the EMA and the super trend. Okay. Now, if the EMA, if the EMA is below the price, the market, if the EMA is below the market, this is the market. Remember, all these green and blue blue and red candles, right? If this EMA, which is the black line you are seeing here, this black line that is coming through like this, cutting through all the prices, for it to really support an upward trend, it has to be down below this market. The same thing with this EMA, with this super trend. For the super trend to support, where is the super trend, anyways? Where is the super trend now? Let me see the super trend because it's mixing up with the Okay, this is super trend. Cutting off. This is super trend. Now for the super trends to for us to confirm whether this market is going up, the super trend to need to be below. See, this is super trend. Can you see it? This is super trend. It needs to be below. See it now, it has turned red here, which means is what is above. It's supposed to be below. So the black line to the black one, which is EMA, is supposed to be below. The super trend was supposed to be below the market. Now these two have to be below for you to really confirm whether to take this pair. Now, when you now want to confirm, you need to confirm with 4 time frames. Write that down. Remember, the first thing is what? The news. Second thing is what? Come down here and check the current strength meter. When you check current strength meter, anyone you choose, make sure that they are far apart. The gap between them is very far. But now we are not seeing anyone that has enough gap because the market has closed. So they're just doing whatever they like, okay? Now, so we just assume that one we choose, which is GBP is close enough, it has enough huge gap between them. Okay? But now GBP is stronger than CHF, which means the price is supposed to be going up. Now, for us to check whether this GBP CHF is good for us to take, because you don't want to take something that's supposed to go up but it's not going up. The meaning is the kind of market is called unpredictable market, and you don't want to gamble because we are not doing gambling. So that's where you go for anything we do here is consciously and intentional, isn't it? So now you want to confirm. How do you now confirm? Remember, these two must be below the market for it to go up. But if you look at it now, you now have to check it on 5 what we call time frames. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to focus on this 5 time frames. What are time frames? Look at this where you see 5M. Those are time frames. Now this is 5 minutes time frame. 5M means 5 minutes. Now, what you see now on the 5 a.m., 5 minute time frame, I want to ask you, based on what you see now, based on what I just told you, that these two things must be below. Are they below the market or above the market or within the market? Are they below the market at all? The EMA and the super trend. I want to see it in the chat box. Are they below the market? Are they below the market? They are above the market. Good. So which means they are not supporting an uptrend. Good. They are not below the market. Thank you. Thank you, Kunle. Thank you, Dada. Tasnike. Thank you. So they are not below the market. So which means they are telling you that no, this is not respecting the tradition of upgoing market or uptrend. Now you need to check them in a 4 time frames. So to confirm, out of this 4 time frame, you only need 3 to be right. So let's check 15 minutes time frame now. Come to there, check 15 minutes. Based on the 15 minutes, as you can see, the EMA and the super trend. Let me point them to you. The EMA and the super trend. This is the EMA. This is the super trend. Are they below the market? The answer is no. Still on the second time frame. So which means the moment you get 2 no's, stop that pair. Don't use that pair. Leave that pair and go look for another one. Do you understand now? So what am I trying to say to you? The first step tells you whether to take the pair or not. Now, let's assume this pair that we take, okay, that we are taking now, let's assume is correlating and is respecting maybe all these things. Let's assume they are actually below the market and they are following the instruction, they are following the guidelines, the normal way it's supposed to be. Now, let's say you have decided to take this pair. How do you now know? The next thing now to know is when to take the pair. See now, I'm dividing this whole thing into 3. Okay, the first one is whether or not to take this pair. Now, after agreeing to take this pair, you need to know when to take this pair. When is this pair ready to be taken? To now know when is where the other pointers comes in. Okay, what are the other things you need to know? Now, to know when to take this trade, the first thing you want to know is, guys, I'm introducing you to the next thing there, which is the arrow. Can we see this arrow? For a call, for a market that's supposed to go upward, based on the strength of this GBP CHF, this arrow is supposed to be pointing up and it's supposed to be green. So is this arrow pointing up now or green? The answer is no, it's red and pointing down. So which means this arrow is already telling you that this pair is not respecting what we are taking. So when is the right time to take this pair? Not now, because it's not respecting. Now, another thing again you look out for to confirm again after the arrow is what we call the, let me enlarge it so you see it. We call this one the ceiling and the floor, the roof and the floor. Let me enlarge so you see. Now, what do we mean by the ceiling and the floor? I'll tell you now. In trading, we have what we call support and resistance. Okay, we have what we call support and resistance. So, what is support and resistance? I will explain to you. They are like in your house now. You have what we call the ceiling, and you have what we call the floor. Now, when it comes to ceiling, let's start with the ceiling. The ceiling are the one you see in red. All these lines you see in red everywhere. Can you see the line? Follow my hand. Follow the annotation I'm using. Can you see the red everywhere? See the red everywhere? Those reds are called resistance because anytime price is on its way up, they stop the price from going up and send it back down. So this guy will say, oh boy, where you go? Stop, 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 stop. You can't go further than this. Yeah, go back up. Let's go back down. Send it back down. And on their way down, as they are coming down, they meet another guy. This guy is called support. He's Mr. Green. Mr. Green's middle name is called support, or his surname is support. What does that mean? The floor. Mr. Green will now say, where are you going? On your way down, Organa, here you stop. You're not going anywhere. I'm sending you back up. So you see this price will bounce on this one and on its way up. That is why any time you see the price touching this top one, they become red. The price will become red. You see the candle becomes red after touching the top one, and then will come to their way, will be on their way down. The moment they are on their way down, they touch this green will send them back up. They turn blue. On their way up, they turn red. On their way down, they turn blue. On their way up, they turn red and keep turning red. And then on their way up, they turn blue. You see it now? So those things that make them to go up and down, red and blue, are called support and resistance. So support is the floor. Why is it called support? Because it supports them to go up. They bounce on this one to go up. The, the ceiling is called the resistance. Why is it called the resistance? Because it stops them from going up. Resist. It resists them from going up. Okay? It resists them from going up. Hope you understand that. Now, when it comes to an upward market, okay, remember this GBP is strong than this CHF. That's why we are looking for upward market. What do you use in confirming whether this thing is following the trend or not? Now, for an upward market, the prices are supposed to be on the green on their way up. So if you are seeing the prices touching the red on their way down, then it's not supporting. So what do? You don't join the what's it called? You don't take that pair if it's not telling you to take it. So this one is not also telling you this is not the right time to take it. It's telling you the time that now is not the right time, because as at now, the support is what we have here. We don't have the resist. We don't have the ceiling is what we have here. We don't have the support, which is the floor. Okay. So remember again, I will summarize this thing again. You understand. The next thing again you want to look out for to confirm again whether you need to take this trade or not is Mr. B and S. Who are these guys? Mr. B and S. Who are they? What exactly they do? These guys you see here, what they tell you, they are like gossip. You know, those neighbors that you have that tell you what is going on. Now, these ones, if you see B, you notice a green line on top. B is close to that green line, touching the green line. If you see S, S is touching the red line at the bottom. The B is telling you that, hey, Mr. Man, right now I want to give you a gossip. Let me tell you what is going on in the market. The people with the highest money, the people that have enough money in their hand now, the people that are making orders in the order book, that they have plenty orders now, more are the buyers. So when you see the B in front of you, B is giving you the expo that now we get the market now, bros. We are the owner of this market. So whatever it is you want to do, just know that we are the owner of the market. But the moment the money in the other book in the market, the more people that are in the market that people want to sell, then what happens? You see the S coming to this place and the B taking a back seat. And the S will be bragging to you that for us now we will not be B is we. So what do you look for? So for an upward trend, you expect to see B, not S. Okay? I hope you are noting all these points for an upward trend. We are still talking about upward trend, which is call, which is you are going up, which is buy. Okay, you see a B, which is buy. Then after that, we have the next one. What is the next one that we have there? We have what we call the stochastic. Stochastic. Somebody should help me write it in the chat box so others that don't know about it can see it. Stochastic. This black line that is walking, that is moving, calling like a snake, like a roller coaster. You know, in between the red and the green line. Okay, in between the red and the green line. Someone is playing with the call button in the group. So this is called the stochastic. I hope someone has anyone has helped. Anyone? Okay, yeah, I've seen that someone has helped. Yeah, you need to help me write that. What is the work of the stochastic, guys? Forget the name. Just look at the work. What does it do? The work of the stochastic is to tell you the number of people who have actually made purchases. Remember, this one, the B and S, is telling you how many have made orders. Oh, the B people, the buyers have made more orders than the sellers. But the stochastic is telling you actually, in actual sense, how many of them have made purchases? How many money in the market? Who has the more money in the market now? Stochastic is telling you. So if you see the stochastic pointing to the red, it's telling you that the sellers are the owner of the money now. When the stochastic is pointing to the green, it's telling you that it's the buyers are the owner of the money. Now, for an upward trend, which is buy trend, you expect this stochastic to be pointing towards green. If it's not pointing towards green, then it's not an upward trend. Hope you understand. The last but not the least here is called the RSI, Relative Strength Index. Somebody should help me type it in the box. RSI, Relative Strength Index. If you look at the word relative, what is relative? Comparison. Comparing the strength of both parties. You want to compare the strength, the momentum of the buyers and the sellers. So the job of this RSI is to tell you if the buying orders are already overbought or the selling order already oversold. And when something is overbought, what happens? You see the green, the RSI will point to the green that is overbought. And you know what happens after being overbought? The overbought will now start, the buyers will now start making their journey to the top. And when they make their journey to the top, they go and meet the sellers at the top. When they meet the seller will stop them and say, now you guys are overbought. Now is our time to oversold. So when you see the black line, RSI touching the red, it's now overselling. When they oversold, overselling, what is overselling? Which means they are selling more than normal. What do you expect after overselling? You expect the price to come down and meet the buyers again and start all over again. Because buyers always buy from the bottom, sellers sell from the top. That's why you see the lines of the sellers at the top, the lines of the buyers at the bottom. If you are going to the market, you like to buy cheaper. So you buy from the bottom, the cheaper price. If you are selling, you want to sell higher, you sell from the top. I hope this is understood by every one of us. Now, all these points I've just mentioned, remember the first point, I divided this into categories. The first category is the one that tells you whether or not to take this pair. Now, we have covered that one, which is the stochastic, with the EMA and the what? And the super trend line. Those will tell you whether to take this pair or not. And how do you know? By going to 4 time frames, 5 minutes, 15-minute time frame, 1 hour, and daily. Okay. Now, if you check all these 4 time frames, if 3 out of them aligns and they tell you, yes, this trade is going up, then you take the pair. If they say this pair is going up, you take the pair. But if they say 2 out of them is up and the other 2 is not, anything less than 3, don't take the pair, leave the pair alone. Now, let's say after you now do this, you now confirm that, oh, this pair is actually going up. You've chosen the pair. The next thing you want to know is, when do I take this trade? Now, to know when is where all these things comes in. The arrow supposed to be green, pointing up. Remember, I said that. For you to know whether the time is ripe now, for you to, not like a girl that is at the marriageable age, first of all, must be above puberty age. Second of all, most times you want them to be out of school, ready, and all those stuff you check before you give a girl out, give someone out in their hand. How do you put it now? Giving them out in marriage, it's just like what you are taking now. So when? So if they say when is the right time for a girl to get married, they will tell you when. When is the right time for a guy to get married? When he has a job, when he has his own house, when he's already matured to think for himself and all those things. Those are the criteria to know when. So now you want to know. Now we know that this pair is to be taken, we have taken this pair. But when is the right time for you to take it? Number one, when the arrow is facing up and is green. Number two, when the price is hitting the support, which is the green, the floor, okay, to go up. Number three, when the B guy, where's the B guy? When this guy is pointing B, it's telling you that it's B, not S. Number four, is it number four now? Yeah, number four. Is it number four? Number four, number five. It's supposed to be 8, right? Current spread meter number one. This super trend number 2. The EMA number 3. Okay. The arrow number 4. The B no, the support number 5. The B number 6. So this is number 6, right? So number 6, the B guys are telling you, oh, we are the ones. So when you see B, it is right for you to take for an uptrend. Then number 7, when this stochastic guy is pointing the green. Number 8, when the RSI is pointing the green, then this is when to take the trade. But now the last but not the least. Okay. Before I go to the last but not the least, we've talked about uptrends. I hope you wrote it on your book. Signals to know, or points to know, just the signals to know whether it's right for buying, which is uptrend. I hope you wrote it at the headline or subheading before putting all these points, right? So this is how you write it. If you're writing in a book, you write the point to note when taking an uptrend. Now under it, you now divide into category. Category 1, whether or not to take the pair. Category 2, when to take the pair. Category 3, where to take the pair. Now, you know when and where is different. Whether is different from, so whether I will take it or not. This is the decision of, okay, I've taken it now. But when should I take it? It's different. But where exactly should I take it? Okay, those are the 3 categories. Now, under the first category, write super trend. And under the super trend, you write super trend must be below the market. Of course, and it will be green. Then second, you write EMA. EMA must also be below the market. Those are the where now. That's the whether or not to take the pair. And you now write in brackets, must confirm these 2 pointers or these 2 signals, which is the super trend and EMA, with 4 time frames, namely 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day. Okay. Now you write it there. The next one is what? When to take the trade. When the first thing you want to check is the arrow. The arrow must be green, pointing up. We're talking about an uptrend now. I'm telling you how to write it in your notes. The arrow must be green, pointing up. Next is what? The prices must be standing on top of the green, going up. Okay. I'll tell you this how to simplify all these things. Now, the next one is what? The B must be at the green, at the right, at the far right, standing there, touching the green. Not so. So the far right is where you focus on. If it's the cell, if it's downwards now, you see S will be here, but it's upward, you see B. Okay. Then the next one is what? The stochastic is pointing the green. The last one is what? Stochastic is pointing the green. So when all of these are in place, let's talk about when to take the trade. Now, where to take the trade, I will talk about it after I tell you the signals for put for a downward trend. You know, this is a signal for upward trend. Okay. Now, for a downward trend is the opposite. For a downward trend, after you have seen, first of all, you must see. Let's look for the another market. You must see. Okay, where is it? Any puts. Okay, let's just use this one. Let's use this one, GBP odd. So, which means for you to do a downward market, the strength of the first currency must be lower to the strength of the second currency, as you all know already, right? Good. So let's now go. You choose, and then you come back here. So now let's look at it together. We want to know whether we are taking this trade or not. Remember what you use to know whether you are taking the trade or not. What are the things to use? What are the things to use? I'm asking as if I can see your responses. I have to navigate. All right, let me just go ahead because of time. So the things to use is to confirm whether to take it or not is, is this the super trend and the EMA. This time around, for a put, for a what's it called? For a downward trend, the EMA must be above the market price. Also, the super trend must be above the market price. The EMA, which is the black line, must be above the market price. Can you see the EMA now is above the market price, right? Then this one is confirmed. Then the black is also, let me see, is not above yet, but it's about to be above. Okay. Now, when you see these two, you want to confirm them with what? Remember, the 4 time frames. The 5 minutes is confirmed. Okay, let's look at 15 minutes. 15 minutes is confirmed too. You see, both of them are above the market price, right? Then let's go to, go to 1 hour. 1 hour is also confirmed. Both of them are above the market price. Then you go to daily. 1 day. 1 day is also confirmed. Both the super trends and the EMA, they are above the market price. Can you see the market price here? You see the market price here? See the EMA is here at the top of them. Also, the super trends at the top of them. So this one now is enough to decide for you to take this pair, which is okay for you to take GBP odd because they are what? Following the criteria to know whether or not to take them on the 4 time frame. Now you go back to the 5 minutes because that's where you usually take your trade. Go back to the 5 minutes. Now you have now known whether to take them. Now you have agreed to take them. The next thing you want to know, remember, is to know when to take them. And how do you know that? Let's look at them together. Number one, the arrow must be red. You know, the other one, we said the arrow must be green, pointing up. This one, the arrow must be red, pointing down. Okay. Number two, the ceiling is what matters now. Is the resistance. The prices must be touching the red coming down. As you can see, let me enlarge the cost. As you can see, can we all see it? See the red? The prices are touching it on their way down, touching it on their way down, and all that. So then also the B this time around will not be B, it's supposed to be S. Oh my God, what have I done? Sorry. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Oh my God. Where's my liberty? Sorry, guys, sorry. Which should I use now? Okay. Let me just go. Don't worry. Go liberty. All right. Let me see. Oh, let me read your comment now. How many? I'm still 15. You can repeat from number one, please. You see, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. Okay, so I should repeat from number one. Oh my. Which part now? I'm just coming to check the message. Only which part are you saying? The relative strength index, right? Please can repeat from number one, please. I don't understand. All right. I hope I understand what you're saying. And I see no. What is no? Oh, sorry guys. What is no? No. Calculate to everyone. No. Which one is okay? No. Okay, I get that. When I was asking whether it's up or above. Guys, don't sleep on me. You have to be with me to the end of this class. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, it's for you, not for me. You know, I already know this, right? And this to prevent and to make me rest. So sometimes, you know, teaching one person. You know, if I have 10,000 people and you're teaching them one after the other, before I get to 100, I will faint. But if I'm teaching all together and you understand, it's better. Well, which one were we using before? Oh, I think we're using. I can't remember. Maybe Euro odd. Let's just go for Euro odd. Let's see. Anyways, so we're talking about the B. So it starts to be S this time around because it's for downward trend, and then the RSI will be touching red as it is now, and the stochastic is touching red as it is. So with that, that is how to know a downward trend. You see that is just opposite of the upward trend. That is when to take the trade. So you know now that this is when the time for you to take the trade. You already know whether to take the trade or not. You already know. The last one is where exactly should you take the trade? The moment you know where to take the trade, everything now sorted. Now to know that where in this time around, when it comes to this level, to know where, that's where the timing comes in. Timing. Can you all please type timing, 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 timing? I want you to pay attention on this one. Can you type timing, timing, timing in the chat? So at least even if you are sleeping, this time around you wake up. I know those who are actually awake. I want everyone to write timing, timing. Yeah. This is where it matters now. Good. Do you know? Let me tell you a secret. When I first started using this strategy, I thought I could cheat the strategy. I never knew I was cheating myself anyway. You know, let's say I'm supposed to wait for the time. Sometimes I will just see the trade. I'll say, this one is looking sweet. Let me just take it. It will be going for me. Oh, all of a sudden it will reverse on me and I will lose the trade because the timing is not right. So the timing is very important. Now, what is timing, guys? Now, let me tell you why this timing is very powerful. You know, how many of us have attended when you attended Onodic remote session or any of our educator session? You see them plotting charts, bringing lines here and there, right? Now let me show you what you see them do. So these things they do are very good, technical part of it. But the truth is, you know, it's not everybody that catch up immediately. In fact, some don't ever catch up. They keep saying, I'm confused without lines and lines and lines. So you see, they will draw this line like this. They would let me show you what they do. Okay. I want to tell you why they do it, which is very important. Okay. Sorry, let me delete. Let me enlarge them so you see them clearly. Let me refresh so it will show clearly. Now you know what they do? They do this. Now they do something like this because when they do this, it makes the trade, it makes the winning be accurate. Okay. So they tell you that, oh guys, if you want to take this trade, so let's start. We'll go to they start from 15 minutes, but let's assume this 15 minutes. You take the body, the upper body of the candle. This is for 15 minutes, for example. Let me go for 15 minutes. This is what they do. Sorry, I'm taking your time, but at least it's good so you understand this better. So you see them do this, and then they tell you that, okay, you take that's the previous candle, you know, what is the previous candle here? The blue long candle is the previous candle. So you take the lower body, the bottom of the body, the lower body. They'll tell you then take the wick, upper wick, and the lower wick. What is the wick? The wick is that tiny part of the candle. Okay, just like when you are lighting your candle, the normal candle that would do. That's thread-like stuff, you know, that is on top of it that you light, that you put your light on, actually. You put the fire on. You see what I'm doing? This is what they do. So they do all these things, and I'll tell you why they do all these things, okay? Now you see, they do this one, and when they are done with this 15 minutes, they go to what they call, they change, they give the color, they give color code, so you will know which one's 15 minutes. They go to 1 hour, they do the same thing, previous candle. What is the previous candle here? You see the week and all that for 1 hour. They go to daily, they do the same thing, you know, they put these lines here and there for the previous candle for daily. Look at daily now. They put, by the time you're done with all of this, you have plenty lines now. Now those lines are actually what to guide you, so you will know where the market has touched before and when it's coming to touch now, right? Guys, I want to tell you now that this is a very good strategy. If you know it, fine. But in the area of where you don't know all these things, you don't know how to do all of this ones I'm doing now, and you want it just simple, you know, because the reason why they do all this one is to help you know where to take your trade. So when you see all this line now go back to 5 minutes. Okay. So what they do is They now look at this trend. It's coming, it's on its way down or its way up. We don't even know because of the market is closed. But you now look at, okay, this one now, it has touched this line before, never touched this line. Now, all these things are good. But as a newbie now, while you are trying to learn this one, you can use this strategy to remove all of these ones and just still take your trades and make things easy for yourself. How? Now, how? This is the part where they come in. Let me remove all the drawings. Let me move on drawings. Now, I know some of you are confused when I started using all these lines. You say, hey, this is what I don't know, right? Exactly. So, okay. So now, instead of now doing all this drawing, the timing help you to do all of these ones. Now, because already, if you look at this one, the scanner have already, remember what I told you about scanner, it makes your job easier. The scanner have already marked out all the areas you can enter from. So all those things you see, whenever you see this floor and the ceiling, these ones, there are areas where the prices will get to. These things tells you that in the past, the prices have been stopped in the past before at the same line, and also have been stopped from going down at the same line. And anything that happens in the past always repeats itself. So they already show you this line. So you don't need to do all those lines here again. Okay, what you now need to do is, when do you now enter? You don't know. That is where the timing comes in. It is advisable you enter trade with 15 minutes interval. Write it down. You must always enter your trade 15 minutes on 15-minute interval when it comes to this our type of trade. And you know why? Because alignments usually happen only on 15-minute intervals. So what does that mean? What time is it now? It's 11:16. Let's say you have to take this trade. Okay. Now, one thing you focus on is this. If the trade is on a downtrend, remember I told you what to look out for. I told you whether to take the trade, how to know whether to take the trade or not. I told you when to take the trade, and I told you now what I'm telling you now is where to take the trade. But remember, when it comes to these points that I was mentioning before, you don't need to know all these points that I told you before. All you need to focus on is this score. So long you see 4 and above for a downward trend, you can take it. Or you see 4 and above for an upward trend. If this thing is showing you, all these pointers are showing you that they are confirmed for upward and they are showing 4, you take the trade. Or they are showing you down, like this one is showing now 4 for a down, you take the trade. But the question is, where do you now take the trade? That's where the timing comes in. So right now, 11:15, I'll show you something. I want you also to focus on this, okay? I want you to focus on something, okay? Look at this ruler that I'm bringing. Remember, focus on the midpoint, okay? Look at this candle, this particular candle, okay? Sorry, this one. Can we say this candle? Today is August 2, right? What time is it? Let me put it to Lagos. Lagos time. Sorry for those who are not from Nigeria or Lagos. So you can do the same in your country, right? Using your country time. So I want to show you something now, okay? Now look at this trade. This blue candle here. This blue candle got to the top, okay? Remember, this trade is a downward trend, right? Now, you now see that everything is confirmed for a downward trend, but you cannot enter yet. You want to enter because the idea of downward trend, which means selling to sell, is the moment you enter and you click sell or you click put in your broker, you expect the price to start going down. It must go down below the time you enter. Now, if you don't enter at the right time, you may click it here and it will not go up against you and you lose the trade. Now, in order to avoid that, you will now be looking at the time. For example, now, this time was 11 o'clock. This candle here that went up here, 11 o'clock. So let's say if I were you, I'll be waiting for 11 o'clock. The moment it's 11 o'clock and I see this blue candle get here, I will now click put for the trade and see what happens. What do you notice after 11 o'clock? Can you see the candle coming down? See the price coming down after 11 o'clock. So you win the trade like that. Remember, you must first of all, before you take the trade based on this time that I'm talking about, you must see that the score is 4 and above. Okay? The moment you see that the score is 4 and above, you now be looking at the time. The moment it's 11 o'clock, you take. You see, can you look at the time? 23:00, that's 11 o'clock. That was when it happened. And the moment after that, 23 o'clock, prices started coming down. And I'll prove it to you again. Another time you look out for after this now is 11:15. Now, but the thing is, during the time it came down at 11, even during 11:15, let me see, 11:15 it was still coming down. Let me show you 11:15. 11:15 is this candle. I hope I'm not boring you. I just wanted to know. See, 11:15 is this one. So even if you took the trade that is this 11:15, you still win the trade also. Though for me, I don't recommend that. The moment, because the moment you take the trade at 11, you wait again till the trade comes up again. Okay, you wait till the trade comes up. Remember the rules that you must wait for the trade to come up and be stopped by another of this kind of roof. When it's stopped by this one now and then start coming down. When it's stopped by this one and the score show you 4, and the time is another 15 minutes after. Let's say after 11:15 now, the next one is 11:30. And if you notice, because it's 11:20 now, look at the time on my screen, it's 11:20. 11:21 now is making his way up again. Because why? By 11:30, normally you will want to start touching this place and then coming down. So if you want to take this trade now, you wait for another time, 11:30. So 11:30 is what you wait for. When you get to 11:30, hopefully at this point it will have gotten up. But before you still take it, you check that it's 4 and it's telling you put. This arrow is pointing down and it's showing 4. The moment you see that, take the trade at 11:30. You see that you have 90% win rate. And after 11:30, what is the next one? Somebody should tell me. Let me check the chat box. I want to see whether I get it. After 11:30, what is the next time you look for again? What is next time after 11:30? People are always confused with the timing. Don't worry, don't worry. Thank you. 11:45. At 11:45, let me tell you what happens at 11:45. Sometimes 11:45, you may not even take the trade at 11:45 because at 11:30 the trade has come up and you have taken it and is on its way down again. So during that time it will journey down and journey up. Maybe 11:45 would have happened. So you don't take it. You wait for another time it will come up again, and that time must coincide with what? 12 o'clock. That's another 15 minutes after 12 o'clock. So that 12 o'clock now, the moment you see that it's almost 12 and you see that the thing has come up, then you come and check this one again. The moment it's 4 and above and it's arrow facing down, you take it for 12 o'clock again. You win the trade again. That means 3-0 for you. You get the idea? Now, somebody who said they don't understand the timing. What I'm saying is this. For you to take your trade, after you make sure that all of the things have aligned, the moment you see that align, what is alignment now? Remember, alignment means everything is favored. If the trend is saying put, how do you know the trend is saying put? The only time the trend says put is when the first currency is lower to the second currency. Okay? And we don't have any currency that is lower to the first currency, second currency right now because the market is in sleep mode, right? But the moment you see that the first currency is lower than the second currency, that is a put. So what do you look out for? You look out for all the things I mentioned for a put, for you to know that it's a put. The moment you see them, the moment you see 4 out of 8, the score is showing you that you have 4 out of 8, 4 and above. You now believe you're now ready to take the trade. So within this is the right time for you to take the trade. Remember, I said this one is for when. The other one is for whether to take it or not. This one is for when to take it. While this timing is where you take it. So the timing show you where. So where is where? The timing show you whether you take it here at 11:30 or 11:15, 11:45. You know. So to that timing means you only take your trade at every 15-minute interval, which means o'clock, any o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Just check o'clock. But remember, because it's o'clock does not mean you should take the trade though. It must align. You must see these things to be 4 and above. Then you now combine it with the time. Okay. Now, if at 1 o'clock it doesn't align, let's say at 1 o'clock it's showing 3 instead of 4. Don't take it to let one go. Maybe the next time you'll be targeting is 1:15. Okay. And after 1:15, If it aligns, you take it. When you take it for 115, it may take time and come down. Before it to come down, not that 130 will be here. Don't take it at that time, because that 130 you to be taking is time to form again for you. Now, when it now goes up again, you now target the next time, which is 145. You take it. Before you know, it comes down and go rolling and up and down. Maybe 12, you can't take it. But just know that anytime you want to take your trade, and I just prove it to you. Let's go back and see again. I want to prove it to you. You notice that everywhere you see reverse, you see the price going up, and then anywhere you see that the thing is reversing, is always on those points I talk about. So let's look at them. Look at it. Let me show you something. Look at this blue. Can we all see the blue on its way up? This other blue on its way up. This other blue, this red on its way down, then later up, right? Can we see it? Can we see it at 21.35, at 21.40? What do you see? On its way up, you see that you can't take the trade now. But what happened at 21.45, at 9.45? It went on its way up, touched this red. Remember the rule that if you're on a downtrend, you must touch this thing before coming down. It touched this red, and what happens? After 9.45, what happens? Started coming down. So if you are taking the trade here, you would have won, because this would have been 5 minutes. You clear here, and also if you are in around this area, you clear here too. So that's 2-0 for you. Let's check another one. I'm proving it to you. You know, we've checked this one before, right? This one was what? 11 o'clock. And what happened after 11 o'clock? It came down. You clear. That's another 2-0. We always take once. Don't take it twice. Let's look at this one again. It was on its way up. Can we see it? On its way up. And what happens here? Look at this red candle here that I'm pointing this line on. It touches that up. What was the time that time? So at this time, sorry, it touches this that place at this time. That's 8:45. At 8:45, after touching this place, what happened? The next candle started coming down. You clear this candle too. You clear with this red candle. You clear here. Do you see it now? Now let's come to this part. Let's come to this part. This is another one. 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, it came up and you took it now. Hey, see what happened now? You took it here at 9 o'clock. It went up straight at 9. So after that 9 o'clock, when you took it, it went up and then start coming down. And when it comes down, you clear at this point. You clear at this point. You see it now. You clear at this point. You clear at this point. Narrowly clear. And then what happened? Started coming down again. So if you are taking it again, you clear again. Guys, the timing is everything. See here too. Why is it working at our time? Look at here. Look at that long red one. I mean, this blue I'm seeing there. 1945. At 7:45, you take it for a down trend. And what happens? Start coming down and coming here, and you clear. Long one, you clear, sharp. Let me show you one trade I cleared this night. Was it this night? Let me show you that trade. Guys, don't be tired though. You know, it's this money business, right? Let me show you one trade I cleared. Okay. Now I want to show you something. I don't know if I've ever seen it before. How many of you have ever experienced this before? This trumpet, this that you see here. This was a trade I cleared. Okay. Now, when I was clearing this trade, whenever you see this one here, is whenever you take a trade and the trade is giving you profit that is your profit is so far away from the entry, the broker will be sending this one to you so you can sell the trade to them. That this trade is so good that you have to sell to them. Well, don't win this trade. They are begging you not to win the trade, but to hell with them. I didn't even answer. Took the trade and won the trade, and see how much you win. You know, when you are using the strategy, I can tell you that it's been long I took trade from swipe option. Now that doesn't mean you don't take trade from swipe option. It's an addition to it. Now, guys, I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you or not to confuse that strategy is the way. Please, if you get this at a level, can you please put a 1? At least some level, guys. Put a 1. Ogochukwu, are you still confused with the timing now?
Please, I want you, if you get this, put a 1. At least I've been able to prove to you that this thing works. At least I show you all the points where the trade was taken and it went down, right? So how many of us are online right now? 11. Oh my God. These guys have left us for our fate, Abby. Don't worry, we'll make money. Now I want to put this to a closing. Okay, guys, let me tell you how rich you become. Have we seen that this strategy works? Do you believe that it's work? Still confused with the timing? Okay. Which time frames? Okay, the timing. Which part are you confused? Let me get. Is it that I mean, I said always take the trade only at 15-minute interval. Do you understand what I mean by that, right? I want to see if you understand. 15-minute interval. Good. So what that means is this. The moment you see that this thing is aligning, the moment that you see is aligned, how do you know when it's aligned? Here, when the score is giving you 4 and above, whenever you see score showing 4 and above, meaning it's time for you to take the trade. But don't take it unless it is either o'clock, which is hourly, o'clock, any o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or 15 after o'clock, or 30 after o'clock, or 45 after o'clock. That's 15-minute interval. So don't take any trading between those times. Like right now, you won't take any trade at 11:31. The next time to take a trade, if I thought the trade aligns, is what? Is 11:45, not 11:31. And if the thing does not align at 11:41, unless 11:45 comes here and it doesn't align, what do? You wait for the next one, which is after 11:45. What next? 12 o'clock. When you add 15 to 11:45, that's 12 o'clock. 15-minute interval. Do you understand now? Do you get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, even everything that I've taught you tonight, the strategy, everything aligns, and you see the score is 4, still don't take it unless it is 11 o'clock, 11:30, 11:15, 11:30, 11:45, or 12 o'clock, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, like that. O'clock, 15, 45, sorry, o'clock, 15, 30, 45, o'clock, 15, 30, 45. So it can be any time, but make sure that time must be what? Either it is on the dot o'clock, which is hourly, or 15 minutes after that time, or 30 minutes after that time, or 45 minutes after that time. Do you understand now? Ogochugu, do you understand? I want to be sure you understand, because before I go to the last part, that we juice the whole thing. Okay, good. Now, guys, why do you need to take this seriously? Because it's the key to unlocking your financial freedom. Remember, let me show you why are we doing this. I want to show you why we are doing this, guys. How many of you have heard about the compound plan, compound daily, compound? What am I saying? Compound daily planning, the compounding plan. How many of you have seen it? Okay. Now, this is what we are doing, 90 days game plan. Let's say, let me ask you this question. I want to use somebody for an example now. Okay. Please, if you fund your account is $500, can I see you high? No. Let's say you fund your account with $400 and above, can I see you high? If your account is $400 and above, can I say high? Now, I'm not saying we can start with $100, but I just want to say that if you have an account of $400 and above, can I say high? Account of $300 and above, can I say high? Not funded yet. Ogochugu. Okay, yes, like you are new, right? Good. So if your account is okay, Etiva, okay, Venerin, how much is your account? Can you type it? The fund that you put in. Okay, you are new. Okay, don't worry. Maybe after the class, you ask questions and then you tell me the name of your mentor, then we'll work with them. Now, guys, I want to use Venerin as an example. She funded her account with $400. Veneris, do you know that with this $400 guaranteed, I'm saying guaranteed, look at my words, you can't see it, but you can hear it, guaranteed that you can become a multi-millionaire in your currency. Okay, I mean, in your currency, you can become a multi-millionaire and also thousandaire, hundreds of thousandaire in dollars within 4 months, 8 months. So okay, let's say 8 months from now. But you can become multi-millionaire in your currency in 3 months, in 4 months from now. Do you believe? Let me show it to you. That's why you are here. If you join the 90 days game plan now, using this is what we do with 90 days game plan. And this was how Mudupe went from 154 to $1,000 within less than 15 or 18 days. Okay, and anybody can do the same. Now let's use Etiba for example. Venerin. Venerin has $400. Now, when it comes to compound daily, you have to set a target. The target we have for our group is 5% daily. We're targeting 5% every day between Mondays to Fridays. What is the length of time? We want to do this for 90 days. 90 days means normally 3 months, but when you minus the weekend, you only work on work days. Okay, it will extend it to the fourth month. That's why I say 4 months time. Now, this is 90 days. Now, this 90 days game plan, are you going to be withdrawing some of your profit that you make every day, or you want to reinvest it back to add it to the former balance to increase? So you are investing all your profits. You are not withdrawing, so you can make it faster, for the 90 days. Okay. Now, no weekends. Assuming you start today, do you know what will happen in the next 90 days? With your $400, at the end of 90 days, you'll be having 32,000. I want you to see this, guys. I want you to see this. I want to prove to you why this strategy is very good for you to learn now, because it's going to help everybody achieve this goal. I'm telling you. So you're going to be having what? 32,292.44 USD. When you deduct your $400 from it, you'll be having a profit of 31,892 USD at the end of 90 days. Now I'm going to ask you a question, and this question is for everyone. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. It's for everybody. Now I want to put it in group A and group B. Group A, if you have your $31,000 at the end of 90 days, and you know that you're going to withdraw it or withdraw some part of it to go and do all the things that you've been wanting to do for all this while, you are A. You fall in the group A. Group B, if you're going to leave your 30,000 as a balance, okay, as a balance to continue trading so that you can make money on your balance every day to use for other things, you are group B. Now, if you are group A, can I see you type A? If you are group B, can I type B? A, if you are going to withdraw some or you are going to withdraw all to do what you want to do, group B, you will use it as your new balance. Can I see you? Okay, Nancy said B. Kunle is team B. Venere is team B. It's like all these people, they have the expo already. Okay, thank God we have somebody with A. Wow, the A class. Who else is A? Now I want everybody to contribute because that's how I know that you are not sleeping on me. Who else is A? If you are A again, can I see? Who else is B? A. Oh yeah, Priska. Who else is B? Who else is A? How many of us are online now? We are 12. I need 12 answers. Okay, minus me. Okay, so I need 11 answers. I need 11 answers. You know, you guys are not paying me for this thing. The only money I'll collect from you is your attention, which you promised to give me. But now some of you are stingy. You are collecting it back and going to sleep without me. Yes, thank you, all of you. Now, let's now go and see who is right, A or B. Now let's go back to the compound daily plan. Now, let's say Venri is team. Okay, let's say me, I'm team. No, I don't want to use myself. Let's use somebody who is the team A. I don't want anybody to be team A. Let's say team A. Somebody, Mr. A is team A. Venri is team B. Okay. Now, at the end of this goal, Mr. A withdraw his 31,000 or even some of it and use it for other things to do. Then Mr. B, which is Miss B, which is Venrin, decided not to remove our own money. Want to use it as a new balance Worst case scenario, after that 4 months, maybe she's still broke. Not because she's broke, because she doesn't have money. She have money, but she's not spending it anyhow. She wants to use it on a new balance. What will happen? Now the question is, this other man that withdrew his money, how long will it take Venerin to make that kind of to make money enough to withdraw this kind of money? Let's talk about it. So what happens? Venerin new balance, remember. But let me do something. I want to do something. Let's be realistic, okay? Let's say some days there are losses. Maybe there are some losses some days, okay? Let's say even instead of achieving this 30 something thousand, maybe Venerin was able to achieve even 10,000. Let's just say 10,000. Don't worry. I'm just saying, let's just say 10,000, okay? $10,000. Now remember, Venerin new balance is $10,000. And the other man has withdrawn his own $10,000 or maybe 5,000 out of it, whatever. Now these are all new balance, right? And remember, she wants to go the next 90 days again, which is making it next 4 months, which make everything 8 months. But this time around, she's using 5%. She's targeting 5% uh, daily profits on her balance. Still going 90 days, but this time around, she's not investing 100%. She's only investing 50%, which means if any profit she makes in a day, she takes 50% of it and she puts 50% back to increase her balance. So what happens? You'll be shocked now. See what happens. At the end of the program, her money, the one in the account, the one in the broker there, will grow to $92,288. Then the withdrawals she must have made, 50% she's withdrawing every day, would have given her $82,288. And the total money she will make will be $164,000, 576. So meaning she will be rich by withdrawing this and she will have liquidity, which is asset. Now, this is where I'm coming to. In 8 months, imagine her having 92,000 in her account and she has withdrawn 82,000 to buy everything she wants to buy, maybe buy a house or take care of her life and everything. In 4 months, she has already withdrawn this one only in 4 months. Guys, let me show you what happened. 92,000 now, the one in the account. Do you know that becomes a residual income? I will tell you how is it a residual income. For those of us who don't know what residual income is, it's the kind of income that keeps coming even after you have worked in the past, even after the work has stopped. Quickly, let me go to the calculator. If your balance is $92,000, do you know what that means? Do you know that you can pay yourself every day? What do you do? 3% of this is how much? 2,760. The cheapest, the lowest payout on every broker is 60%. That's the lowest. Let's take the lowest. 60%, which means for every trade you take, like Mr. David took 3 trades tonight now while we're on this session. Imagine Mr. David, every trade he takes, he makes $1,600. Imagine him taking 3 trades. That is $4,096, Imagine you make this kind of money every day. And in a week, let's say you even trade only 4 days in a week. In 1 week, you can make $19,000. In a month, you can make what? About $70,000. This 90 days game plan will change your life forever. Now, I know some of you in your mind will say, it's easier said than done now. But how come? How are we sure we'll be winning the trade every time? Abba, if you are saying that now, that means you are not fair. All this while I've been showing you this strategy. I've been showing you win, 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 win. And you see it yourself. I saw it yourself. And I even showed you the ones that people are winning and sending to my inbox. Eh? I'm sorry if they will permit me again. Sorry, guys. For those of us that we chat. Eh? Let me show you. Okay, let me show you. You know, like I have people sending me results. That's what I get these days. Just send me results. Oh, coach, see what I've taken. Okay, see my results. You know, that's what I get. See my result. Let me show you. See, can we see it? Can you see the new balance of Modupe? Sorry, Modupe, forgive me for this. Can we all see the new balance from $154? Is it enough to show you that things are happening? Hmm? Can you see all that? Can you see money? Sorry, more money, more money. There's one I want to show you. Not even this one. The part I want to show you is this, where she made her own salary. She made $157, and which is now 220 something dollars, right? 40. Lose another person. Sandra, result. Your result is here. Many of you. So in fact, I don't need to even. So what am I saying, guys? With this strategy, Combination of this strategy. Let me come to you now. Let me come back to you. Combination of this strategy plus the educators coming online to give you trade ideas plus swipe option. When you combine all of this, are you aware that you only need 3 trades a day to meet your 5%? Only three winning trades and you meet your 5%. Tell me how you will not meet your 5% for the next 90 days if you are serious. All you need to do now is to force yourself to learn this strategy. When you learn the strategy, you are independent. You can take the trade on yourself. But do you know the good thing is this? You take it only when everything is aligned, If you come to the market and you see the market is not good, don't worry, log out. Check again later in the day. And another good thing about this strategy is this. People, most of you that are busy, it allows you, you understand, it allows you to take trades anytime you are free. You have from morning till 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., even sometimes 8 p.m. to take trades. Like they did this night now. You saw Mr. David took his trade this night. You saw everybody taking their trade this night. Guys, with these few points of mine, let me tell you what can happen to you in the next few months if you focus on this academy. I want to show you what we call lifestyle. Lifestyle of what? Lifestyle of Forex trader. How would you love? You are taking a vacation. Can you see this guy having his infinity pool by his side, and you are taking your trade, or you are at the beach side taking your trade, making all this money, and these trades ideas that are paying for your vacation. Look at the infinity pool here. See them enjoying the pool while he's there making his money while on vacation. Everywhere there is internet all over the world. All you need is your laptop and internet. When you travel, you get down, you use your strategy, you take it. You use your market trap, you take it. See what happens to this guy. These are members of the academy. The top guys are all these ones are traders. As in, they just trade and make money. And then the IBO is natural. Look at Modupe now. She did her 2 and 3 because why? She started seeing her results. Friends and family will see it and they'll be interested. Before you know, they join. 2 and 3 now. She's now enjoying the scholarship. These guys, look at them. Look at the lifestyle. This is the lifestyle we are telling you. Look at his house. Look at his car. And look at the beach house. For God's sake, imagine. These are guys. I will show you one of our educators that most of you know already. A beach house. Look at houses. Look at swimming pool. All these things. Just 1 month trade will pay for it. Guess who owns this house? Guys, I want you to guess who owns this house. Your favorite girl, Millie Mills. This is Millie Mills Beach House, one of our houses. And we all know Millie Mills. So imagine you take this seriously. This is what can happen to you in the next few years, the next few months. You know, sorry, that's my own personal travel and all that. This is the kind of office you should be using in your house when you make so much money in your trading. See your in-house office. Can you imagine you trading, taking your trade all on this screen? Eh? Don't you think you enjoy the market trap strategy on this screen? Look at it. Don't you think if you enjoy your market trap strategy on this screen? Let me give you this scenario. This is a beautiful place in Singapore that we all need to visit. I've been here before. This is called Orchard Avenue. This area is called Orchard Avenue. That's where you have Orchard Hotel. It is beautiful, breathtaking. You want to be there. This is still Singapore. Guys, this is where we are going. This is Sentosa Island. Go and check it online. In this Sentosa Island, we have a Universal Studio. For those of you who watch American movies, there you see the makings of movies, how they do this. There, that was where I met Steven Spielberg. Spielberg the first time. Guys, we can go there. This is in Sentosa. It's in Singapore. Disneyland. Universal Studio in Singapore. Okay. This is called Nono Village in Malaysia. It's a very beautiful place where you see elephant playing basketball. This is Disneyland in Hong Kong. We were here 2019. You know, this is Sandbays Marina. Look at these 3 tall buildings. They are carrying a mini city on top of it. So imagine you being in a city. This is a city on top of the buildings or the skyscrapers. Okay? Imagine technology. All these things is better to be seen than seeing Boko Haram every day, seeing kidnappers or non-gunmen. You can buy your way out of this nonsense life and go to this beautiful life. Look at the hair. This is Universal Studio. This place is called Hollywood Street. We're here in 2016 in Singapore. This is Ushaka Marine. I was here in 2014 in Durban, South Africa. Fuji Hotel in Bangkok. We're here in 2013. This is Lost Palace in 2014, Gauteng in South Africa. In Kuala Lumpur Federal Hotel, we're here in 2011. This was my first ever trip. You know, I want all of us to, as traders, we set this goal. At the end of 90 days, we organize one beautiful trip, lavishly, living large and enjoying our money. It is possible. But you have to do the work, isn't it? So, guys, at this part, on I think from here, I'll be drawing the curtains. Maybe I'll take just one or two questions because it's already late. If not, you can always private chat me for other questions later on. And I believe by Monday, before the end of this week, I want to see all of you on this call now. I can see your names, taking trade and sending me results, and maybe putting some correction in place. By Monday, you start your 90 days game plan, and we all make it together. Thank you very much, guys. And I really love your persistence despite the network issue. You know, I really appreciate this. It means you are ready. And when you are ready and when you are willing, the door opens. That's one thing about life. When you are willing and ready, the door will always open. Okay. Um, so I can share my screen while I answer your question now. So I can see your messages. Any question? What time does market close every day? And the people always ask this question. Okay, quickly, let me share my screen again and show you something. I think you all need to download this app. Let me show you to answer that question once and for all. Now, market does not have, we don't really have, when it comes to market, we don't really have a closing day or time or open. It's about sessions. So I have this app, which I will recommend all of you download, depending on what phone you are using, Android or what's it called, iPhone. So it's called Forex Hours. Can you see it's Forex Hours? Look at my screen. So I click Forex Hours. Now you see what is happening now. So it tells you the sessions. So right now you see this New York session. It's telling you from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. because I've already put this time to my time. Let me see. I think I've done it to my time. Set it to my own time. Hold on, guys. I want you to see this. So we all learn. At least this night you will not be a waste for you. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Okay, yeah, this is my time. 11:51. Yeah. So I've set it to my time. So this one is telling you now that from 1 p.m. in the afternoon to 10 p.m. Okay, you have what we call the New York session. New York session, what are the currency to trade during New York session? It's always good to know your sessions. So do you know why it's good to know sessions? When you know sessions, it will help you to choose pairs that you will trade. Do you know why you need to choose pairs that are working for that session? Because that time you have high volatility, which means if you are going for a call, it will always go up far away from your entry. You hardly lose the trade. If it's going for a put going down, it's always going down. It has high liquidity. There's enough money in the market because they are awake in that place and they are trading. So right now, so between 1 to 10, if you choose New York sessions, these are the currency that you trade for New York sessions. Anything that has USD and Canadian dollar. Do you get? At least I'm giving you this free information this night. A bonus. Then London session starts from 8 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. You see? And what are the things to trade? GBP pairs. Any GBP, USD, Euro GBP, those are the ones to trade. So you know, during that time, you know what pairs that you look out for and make your priority. Then we have the Frankfurt. The Frankfurt, of course, you trade Euro and CHF. Then Sydney session, we have the Tokyo. Tokyo is JPY and JPY, Euro JPY, whatever JPY pairs. And it tells you the time. Now, all the sessions that you see in gray, they are closed, they are sleeping now. The session that just opened now is Sydney session. Sydney session has opened because this one is 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. So Tokyo session will open from 1 a.m. while Frankfurt will open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. You see, but right now, Sydney session has opened and it has 7 hours to close. So which means right now, if you want to trade now, the currency you'll be looking out for is AUD, NZD pairs. You see them? Because they are the one that is up now and doing. So this is how to know which is open and which is closed. There's no time. So there's only a little break between all this time. If you check, this one is 1. If you look at this one at 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., between that 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. now, this one is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You see? So which means some of them are working the same time. You understand? Then you see this one, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be a clash between them. And when you have that clash, that's when you have more of this currency and liquidity. So this thing is called Forex hours, FX hours. So for those of you who are asking what time it closes, when you have this app, anywhere you see green is where is the one that is opened. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, no problem. Is it clear? Oguchiku, most especially, I think you're the one that asked the question. Do you understand now the app? All right, good. Any other question? Okay. In the absence of any question, guys. Okay, no other question. Let's get it on. Let's sleep. And then probably if I were you, I won't sleep or this thing will not make me sleep. I'll be thinking and having my plans. But no problem, I'm just joking. Just do what you want, okay? And let's be free, independent. Okay. Okay, when you see my screen, but I'll send the app to you. Let me share the app to the group anyways. Let me see if I can be shared the link. But this is Android phone, so if you're using iPhone, you have to check it yourself, FX hours. Okay. Or you can just write on your app store trading sessions, FX trading session. It will show you other apps. It may not show you this exact one, to show you other apps. But this one is very good. Because I had other ones too. I just deleted them and I took this one. This one is very good. It shows you all the currency you need to trade, you know. So I'm sharing this. Oh, don't have option for share. Okay, they call it invite. Let me copy the link and send to the group. Okay, you're welcome. So you can download from there. Oh, sorry. Let me send it again. All right. You can download from here. Just click the link. There's it download. All right. Thank you guys. You have a great time. Can talk tomorrow and all that. I think it's already almost tomorrow already. Love you guys and become a champ. Let's make the money. Let's get the bags. I'm officially returning your attention back to you so you can make use of it tonight.